Good morning, everybody. Lee Brower here. Welcome to this week's edition of Meaningful Monday. I am grateful to be here. Made it through another year, and I'm glad to be here. Looking forward to next year. Last Meaningful Monday of the year. Wow, it's fantastic. Well, as we move into this next year, what comes to my mind is the word moments. How many moments have you had last year that can teach you for this coming year? Have you ever wondered how a single moment of realization could change the course of your life? Think about Ebenezer Scrooge, okay? The great classic, A Christmas Carol by Dickens. You know, it took him only 6 days to write that. Why? Because he's a procrastinator. He needed money and he kept putting it off. And on the December 19th of 1843, he wrote the book, staying up all night long while he was walking around, put it together. It was the 19th of December. It had sold out first edition by Christmas Eve. And from there on, the last 180 years, it's been inspiring for many. It's been used in movies and books and all kinds of things around the world over and over again. And I'm going to share with you one thought that I have with it that I don't know if anybody's ever made this comparison. And that's the comparison between what happened to him and the comparison between having a fixed reservoir mindset versus an exciting, fluid river mindset. So you think about it, the story of Scrooge's life, it begins with, all about him hoarding his wealth. He lacked compassion. He was disconnected with the real world, much like a reservoir, and so he's just out there and not flowing, not giving. And that's a sad way. And I think in today's world, it's all too common. It's too easy to become focused on accumulating rather than sharing or flowing. So what happened is he went to these various ghosts. So the ghost of Christmas past, his reflections on his past regrets and his lost opportunities, that's what hit him the hardest. So we should understand and appreciate our past, because our past is what shapes our present and our future. It influences our present and our future. It's up to us to figure out how to shape it. So the lesson from ghost number one, from the ghost from Christmas ghost from the past, is always make our past our greatest teacher. And that takes some work. So then we go to the embrace the now. We go to the ghost of Christmas now. Christmas present. How's that? So last week we talked about the importance of wherever you are, be there. Scrooge started to see the importance of his actions in the present and how it affects other people, himself and others in the future. So the lesson of the ghost of Christmas present is to embrace the now. Every choice we make is either a deposit in the present, in the now, is either a deposit or a withdrawal from our future. What a lesson. All right, now the ghost of Christmas future. And I can't imagine the confrontation when he jumped out into the future, and it was a huge wake-up call for him. It was shocking. Can you imagine living your life with no regard to your future and then being able to see that? Because if you don't take your future into your present moment and make it something that can inspire you, then you're losing control of that future. You're giving that control of that completely away. So if your future, and one of the things you learn from that, his future was all about him in the moment. It was, what can I get? What can I have? Where am I going? But what really makes the future vibrant, what makes it inspiring, is when it involves others. If your future does not involve others, it's not a true inspiring future. Make it involve others. And then you'll see the joy of what that's going to do. And that was the transition that happened with Scrooge. Now, there was a quote in there. There's a quote in the book that just really was riveting for me. It said, "I will live in the past, the present, and the future." This is Scrooge talking. "I will live in the past, the present, and the future. The spirits of all three shall strive within me. I will not shut out the lessons that they teach me." Okay, that's pretty powerful. So I wrote down 3 questions for myself that I'm going to put in my journal for me to look at every day. 2 of them are to start the day. They're very similar, but nonetheless, I made them 2 separate. And then the third one is for me to look at the end of each day. So to start the day, my first question is basically, very simply, what can I do today that my future self will say thank you for? What things can I do today that my future self will say thank you for? The second question I'm going to ask for today is, can I be the answer to somebody's prayer today? And I'm not going to answer it. I'm just going to let it flow through so it's in my subconscious. How can I become a positive force in someone's life today? All right, then number 3, that's at the end of the day. This is important. At the end of the day, reflecting on today, what vital lessons have I learned that will guide me towards being a more compassionate and wiser person tomorrow? What have I learned today that will guide me towards being a more compassionate and wiser person tomorrow? You know, Scrooge's journey, he went from being a reservoir that was all about how much can I get to a river about how much can I flow, how much difference can I make? That's the way we want to plan for ourselves. Listen, have a great finish to the year. But with these questions, I think we can all make next year even better. Have a wonderful week. We'll talk next year. Bye-bye.